Part 121. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu. Chapter 1201. Hearing Chen Tianqi's words, Fang Fan woke up instantly. He remembered that when he searched the soul of Yuqi Ting, the young master of the Yuqi family, he seemed to have detected some information that was not conducive to the Chen Tian clan. In addition to this big offering from the Chen Tian clan, you should be more careful with the Yuqi family. Before I killed Yuqi clan's second master, Yuqi Ting, I searched his soul, and Yuqi clan seems to be targeting your Chen Tian clan's plan. At the time, I was curious about the strength of the Yuqi family. Now, it seems that perhaps this big offering of your Chen Tian family and the Yuqi family are united together. Fang Fan analyzed from the side, and from his perspective, he felt that this analysis was still very rational. Chen Tian family. Really? My father actually found out that something was wrong with the Yuqi family a long time ago, but the Yuqi family is the top 4th rank force in the Chen Tian star field after all, and the head of the Yuqi family, Yuqi Wei, is also the first deputy city owner of Chen Tian City. So I've never done anything. Now it seems that these people are going to surface one by one. Chen Tianqi squinted his eyes, and there was a flash of light in his beautiful eyes. Thinking about this in his heart, a solemn expression appeared on his face. If so, the key points of this are up for debate. Isn't your Chen Tian clan headed by a sanctuary powerhouse? Who would dare to object to who the sanctuary powerhouse appoints as the head of the family? Under the deterrence of the sanctuary powerhouse, who would dare not surrender? Fang Fan couldn't help showing a look of surprise on his face. The analysis of the key points is not very thorough. Sanctuary powerhouse. Actually, this is no secret. The core members of the family know that the ancestor has not appeared for a long time. Once the ancestor felt that his deadline was approaching, so he went to the outer domain to seek new opportunities. It's just that hundreds of years have passed, and there has never been a message back. Our Chen Tian clan spread out that the ancestor was in seclusion just in case. Outsiders may not know about this matter, but those who are in the same line of worship naturally know it. That's why they dare to be so arrogant. If the ancestors are still here, how can they be allowed to act like this? Chen Tianqi clenched his silver teeth and sighed helplessly. Even if the joints in it know, how can they be? Is there any way to find a way out? Overall, it seems that it can only sink in the moment. Fang Fan was stunned. The ancestors of the Chen Tian family have disappeared for hundreds of years, so the forces of all parties have been unable to hold back, and they want to counterattack and push back. So it seems reasonable. Just like this, the Chen Tian family was in danger. The seemingly incomparably powerful third-rank power Chen Tianzu is also suffering from a crisis at this moment. Your people will follow me in the future. Now let you return to the cultivator team of the Chen Tian family. I am not at ease. Fang Fan thought for a while, then said with a serious face. It would be fine if he didn't know these secrets before, but now that these secrets are clearly in front of him, how can Fang Fan just sit back and ignore them? Chen Tianqi's heart warmed, and then he naturally raised his guarding arm and smiled sweetly. What did you just call me? I want you to call me again. A smile appeared on the corner of Chen Tianqi's mouth, and she said in a coquettish tone. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu. Chapter 1202. Fang Fan's face is blinded. What's wrong with this? Be good, be obedient. Stay well. I'm going to take that ghostly flame into my hands. Fang Fan looked at the 3 gods standing in the center with a greedy look in his eyes. Killing the 3 gods will be able to get the nether sacred flame. This is the top 10 different fires on the Holy Rank Strange Fire list, and selling tens of thousands of star cores is the same as playing. In addition, this 3 gods will be very smart, Fang Fan had speculated before that this may be the incarnation of the real God. The meaning and value of an incarnation is much stronger one. Fang Fan pondered to himself, and the smile on his face grew more and more. Husband, there are so many people, how do you kill the three gods? Even if there is invincibility, it is impossible to get close to the body of the three gods. Chen Tianqi shrugged, and her beautiful eyes couldn't help showing a strange look. If you think about it in this way, Fang Fan is actually doing useless work. Who said that you have to get close to the god general to kill him? Take the head of a god general from thousands of miles away, isn't it okay? Fang Fan smiled calmly, and his eyes flickered with brilliance. Chen Tianqi pursed her red lips. Although she was surprised, she inexplicably believed that Fang Fan really possessed such ability. Maybe, really can create a miracle. After all, has this guy created a few miracles? Again and again, again and again. The fierce battle continues. The Chen Celestial Clan, the Heavenly Sword Palace, the 10,000 Demons Alliance, and the Earth Demon Sect were the main groups fighting fiercely. In addition to them, there are more than 1,000 elites from the Tianyu Chamber of Commerce who are looking around, ready to find a needle at any time. It's just that there are hundreds of thousands of practitioners from the four major forces, and the central battlefield has been tightly surrounded. Although the more than 1,000 practitioners of the Tianyu Chamber of Commerce are all elites, they seem to be quite helpless at the moment. They can only choose to stay aside. Observe. In particular, he wanted to become a vested interest who could reap the benefits of a fisherman, but the time for the snipe and muscles to compete was too long. The three gods of the five-star Emperor's realm combat power. If I gather the power of the four laws to condense the bullets of the laws, it is equivalent to the full blow of the seven-star Emperor's master realm. If you shoot at close range like this, there is a 70–80% chance of killing the three gods of the five-star Emperor realm with one blow. It's just that the distance is a little too far. The law bullets that are equivalent to a full-strength blow from a seven-star Emperor's master realm seem to be a little too far. At least, to become stronger. Fang Fan pondered to himself. He already had an idea in his heart. Just in case, then use the strongest power to start this explosion. The law bullets that condense the power of the four laws are shot out, which is equivalent to the full blow of the seven-star Emperor's master realm. The law bullet of the power of the five laws is equivalent to the full blow of the nine-star Emperor's master realm. The power bullet of the six laws is the full blow of the 10-star Emperor realm powerhouse. This is also the strongest power of the law pistol in my hand. After all, it's only a 10-star Imperial weapon, and the maximum strength limit it can withstand is the 10-star Emperor level. This kind of power, it's my first time trying. Fang Fan licked his lips. He likes such a challenge. Free yourself in the challenge. Push the limit in the challenge. The battle is endless. Fight to the end. Let the ferocious artillery fire completely roar. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 1203. The Law of Desolation. The Law of Annihilation. The Law of Space. The Law of Yin and Yang. The Law of Evolution. The Law of Violence. The Law of Hunyuan. Astrology Law. The Law of Blood Evil. This is the power of the 9 laws that everyone understands right now. But for now, only 6 of them are needed. Fang Fan flew into the air alone, and the law pistol in his hand began to aim quickly. The power of the law. Consolidated thoroughly. Fang Fan snorted secretly, and there were bright lights in his eyes. The power of 6 laws quickly appeared around. The power of the law is condensing frantically, and it seems to want to obliterate everything in front of him. Look! Isn't that Fang Fan? What is he doing? Well, holding a strange weapon, it seems to be aimed at the three gods in the central battlefield. Tisk, Fang Fan doesn't want to kill the three gods from such a distance, right? Wait, so fierce? How is this possible? Just kidding. Otherwise, I can't explain Fang Fan's actions at the moment. Hee, this gathering is at least tens of thousands of meters. I am afraid that his attack will be consumed in the middle before it reaches the three gods. It's just, I feel a little overwhelmed. The three gods in the sky also have the combat power of the five-star Emperor realm at this moment. Even if they fight face to face, they may not be able to beat each other, not to mention the distance of tens of thousands of meters. What if Fang Fangfan can create a miracle again? Miracle? How can a miracle be so easy to create? Don't even think about it. It's impossible at all, right? This road is blocked. It's blocked, understand? If I can really kill the god general from such a distance, I will hit him to death immediately. You sure? Sure. Certainly. What's so uncertain about this? Add me, if Fang Fan can really do it, I will kill myself immediately. I ran naked on the spot. I'm cutting my life off now. I swear I only like same sex in this life. Such a good opportunity to pretend to be forced is naturally not to be missed for many people. While talking, his expression became more and more excited, and his words were full of joy and urgency. Tianyu Chamber of Commerce. What the hell is this guy doing? It would be possible to open a passage with bloody killing methods from here, and then approach the incarnation of the god to kill him with one blow. It's so far away. Is he really just here for a show? Sikong Yuxin pursed his lips, and the surprise on his face became more and more. All of this is so weird. Heavenly Sword Palace. Madness. This central battlefield has been surrounded by cultivators from the four major third-grade forces. How can you Fang Fan be even stronger in combat? This nether sacred flame will only belong to me. You can only be a wedding dress after all. Cheap wedding dress. I won't give you the means to take action. I'm anxious to kill you. Tianjian Palace's young palace master Jian Ming said, the sinister color on his face became more and more, and the corners of his mouth began to rise crazily as he spoke. Alliance of Demons. It's vain that I valued you quite a lot before, but it turned out that I was just brave and reckless. This saint was actually slapped by a man like you, slapped that position. This revenge must be avenged. Tianhu Meyer, the saintess of the 10,000 Demons Alliance, couldn't help showing a vicious look on her face. As she spoke, the veins on her forehead burst out. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 1204. The stigma is getting stronger now. Never underestimate the hatred of a woman. Many times she can remember one thing to the end of the day, and then continue to hate it. Earth Demon. The true biography thought that Fang Fan was so witty. I didn't expect to be forced to this point by us. I dare to show it like this, it's really shameless. I don't want any face. When I get the netherworld holy flame, I will turn around and destroy this Fang Fan. The essence of the earth evil is still on him. Besides that, there are many treasures on his body. If you can really kill it successfully, that's tantamount to making a fortune. Fu Yun, the chief true inheritor of Earth Fiend sect, swallowed a mouthful of saliva. The jealousy on his face was like substance, and the emotion in his heart at this moment was very real. Desires are hard to fill. Chen Tian Clan. Is this the concubine that Chen Tianchi was looking for? I really thought it was a character at first, but I didn't expect to turn out to be a fool. The main line of the Chen Tian clan is really dead, and it's time for those of us from the branch line to get on the horse. Chen Tianj, the son of the great worship of the Chen Tian clan, narrowed his eyes, and there was a sinister look in his eyes. From the people who eat melons to the forces, almost no one thinks Fang Fan's actions have any meaning. Because this is an unimaginable thing in the eyes of others, or, in other words, there is no possibility of even 1 in a billion. Does this kind of thing need to continue? What about value? Meaning. The law bullet of the 6 laws condensed. 10-star Emperor level power. It should come, it will always come. Fang Fan muttered to himself, his body began to tremble slightly unnaturally. Put your hands together in front of you and try to calm your breathing as much as possible. The power of the law. Gather. Fang Fan snorted secretly, and his facial expression gradually became hideous, his complexion suddenly turned red. The power of the surrounding laws gathered frantically, and began to gather together, with supreme power. At this moment, Fang Fan is surrounded by a super strong energy gathering place, and the power of the law is about to burst directly. It gives people a sense of shock in the soul. So strong the power of the law. I feel the power of at least 6 laws. Boss Fang Fan has realized the 6 laws. That means he can inspire the Emperor's heavenly tribulation at any time, and then directly advance to the 6-star Emperor's realm. Hey, genius. But it's no wonder that the 2 pets under his command have inspired the 7 laws of the Emperor, which means that they have understood the power of the 7 laws, and Fang Fan, as their master, has a natural card face. Don't lose it. This truth, it's very clear. But it has something to do with me. I have a chicken feather. I only have envy, jealousy, and hatred. Maybe this is the world of the boss. Fang Fan continues to play. Isn't he really able to kill the gods across tens of thousands of meters? Thousands of miles away, killing gods is invisible. Brother, wake up, stop dreaming. Do you know what you are talking about? Ask yourself, is it possible? Don't talk about such an impossible event. Look, Fang Fan has completely exploded. His weapon is glowing. Is this a complete attack? Expect. I'll be very excited for Mao. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 1205. Accompanied by bursts of excited roars, Fang Fan slowly pulled the trigger of the law pistol. Boom. The law bullet formed by the condensed 6 laws flew straight through the air. Speed, getting faster. Faster than the speed of sound. In an instant, we will arrive. Stop it. Stop this weird thing. Someone. Stop me. The eyes of Jianming, the master of Tianjian Palace's young palace, showed a shocking color, and when Fang Fan pulled the trigger, he was already screaming wildly. Because he saw the light of miracles in Fang Fan. That strong breath made him feel an inexplicable sense of panic. Maybe, this weird weapon that fires can really work miracles. God will be killed at that time. Isn't he busy working in vain? So he has to intercept and try his best to minimize this possibility. With the order of the Master Sword Life of the Young Palace of the Tianjian Palace, hundreds of practitioners of the Tianjian Palace were instantly intercepted on the road. And at this moment, the bullet of the 6 laws has arrived. Stab. Click. What erupted from the bullet of the 6th rule was a full blow from the powerhouse of the 10-star Emperor realm. Among a group of cultivators with an average combat power of 1 star in the sovereign realm, this is torture. Hundreds of people, annihilated in an instant. Skulls cracked, flesh tossed. Hundreds of cultivators in the 1-star sovereign realm have directly become cannon fodder. The scene was extremely bloody. Did I read it wrong? Then, what kind of powerful weapon is that? It's so strong, it's too strong. Hey, fortunately I didn't stand beside that just now. Damn, then at least it has the power of the 5-star Emperor realm, right? Big Fang Fan or Big Fang Fan? 5-star sovereign realm. What are you thinking? Brother. Do you think that even if a 5-star sovereign realm is standing here, he can kill hundreds of 1-star sovereigns? Then, how strong should it be? At least the 7-star emperor. Haha, I felt it just now, it's definitely not just the 7-star emperor, this is much stronger than the 7-star emperor. Big boss Fang Fan has never let us down, every time better. Unlimited combat power. It's amazing. Huh, it's endless battles to the death. Look, God General, God General. After the 6-law bullet with 10-star Emperor level power instantly wiped out hundreds of Tianjian Palace practitioners blocking the way, the speed did not decrease, but it became faster and faster. Directly at the 3 gods, he rushed over. This time, there is no Iron Head baby to continue to block, because they also know that going up is a death. Tian Sanchen held a shield in his left hand and a long spear in his right hand. When he saw the bullet attacked by the law, he subconsciously put the shield on himself to save money. Boom! Clang! The law bullet hit the shield and made a crisp sound, and then sprinted directly through the shield towards the eyebrows of the 3 gods. Click! In just an instant, the head of the 3 gods was taken away by the bullet of the 6th rule, completely annihilated. Everything, the end. Secret Realm announcement. The only incarnation of the 3 gods in the sky has been killed. The battle is over. The 3rd round of the Nether Sacred Flame belongs to Fang Fan, the master of the human emperor's palace. A roar sounded, everything is a foregone conclusion. Everyone's eyes focused on this, and they were completely stunned. The waves of operations are amazing. Make them tremble in their hearts. Across tens of thousands of meters, directly kill. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 1206. That's a deadly bullet. Let the bullets fly. Oh my god, what did I see? My heart was pounding. Is this extinct? With such a distance, killing the 5-star Emperor Realm God General with one blow, why do I feel so ridiculous? Hee, do you think it's nonsense? I still think it's nonsense. Is there any reason for it? Damn, do you still have a little bit of participation in the experience? We have been fighting here for so long, and we are fighting hard, and the fruits of victory have been taken away by people outside the circle. Hey, when we meet a monster like Fang Fan, we can only admit it. I don't admit it, what can I do? Fang Fan has won 3 rounds of rewards from Wanbao Lake. There are only 7 rounds of rewards, Fang Fan has plundered almost half of it. I shouldn't have come in the first place. This treasure house of Wanbao Lake is obviously a personal show of Fang Fan. What am I doing here? Staring at Fang Fan's show. Life, it's all like this, you have to need a few people to cheer you up, right? Fang Fan is so arrogant, there are still a few people who shout 666. This statement is very reasonable. Why didn't I think of it before? So it's still possible to play like this. If you think about it, what do you want us to do? This time, it's not us who are angry. We can eat melons and enjoy themselves. I am probably the most angry are the practitioners of the 4 major 3rd grade forces. By the way, the practitioners of the Tianyu Chamber of Commerce seem to be very active all the time, so count them. The existence of these people is for hanging and beating. Noisy, the continuous noise came, and the whole space conveyed a surging upsurge. What a matter of concern, it is no exaggeration to be focused on by everyone. Tianyu Chamber of Commerce. Sikong Yuxin's beautiful eyes opened slightly, and her face gradually became cold. My stupid kind personality. I missed so many good opportunities. Many things in this Chentian secret realm are even mixed with a trace of divinity. These treasures can only be obtained by me. And the Pixio armor, it should be here too. This is what the goddess asked for by name, you must not miss it. If you continue to let that stupid kind personality appear, I don't know what it will be like to be hanged and beaten. On the whole, it is more appropriate for me to take action, so that all troubles can be eliminated. And that Fang Fan, he is also very strange, grab him, and then, slice and study. Sikong Yuxin's indifferent gaze swept the four directions, and the eyes looking at Fang Fan were full of hostility. She will completely trample everything here. Heavenly Sword Palace. Jianming's face has never been better. Just now, the wave directly killed hundreds of elites in his Tianjian palace. That is the most elite cultivator under his command. But it turned into ruins in an instant. No. To be precise, it became air. Because really even the residue never appeared, as if it disappeared out of thin air. Weird, but seems real. Fang Fan must die. He's so weird. Let him continue to grow, and the one who perishes is Tianjian Palace. In the secret realm of Chentian, it is the best time to kill him. But with my own strength, I may not be able to do it. The enemy of the enemy is my friend. A few other forces can try to win over. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 1207. The third round of treasure hunting is over. The Chentian battlefield is destroyed. An ethereal voice came, and then everyone was sent to the outside of the Chentian battlefield and came to Wanbao Lake again. A pair of wolf-like eyes stared at Fang Fan. They wanted to take action, but they were afraid of Wanbao Lake's killing rules. Beheading the incarnation of the three gods, in addition to getting more than 100 star cores, there are 3 cards. 2 quasi-sage level cards, there is actually a holy level card. This is a lot more rewarding than the previous beheadings of Tianyi God and Tianyi God incarnate. This also shows some problems from the side. For example, what I killed before was just the second incarnation of the God General, this time, it is obviously stronger. The one I just killed was the first incarnation of the God General. That's why you get these rewards. Quasi-Holy God Summoning Card, summons a quasi-holy god to fight for you. Lasts 10 minutes. Quasi-Holy Pet Experience Card, after using the pet, you will gain a lot of experience. Sanctuary Battle Power Card, using this card, you will have 10 minutes of Sanctuary Power. After 10 minutes, the power will disappear. According to the user's own mental strength and physical quality, they will suffer the corresponding sequelae, smashed and wilted for a month. These 2 quasi-holy cards and a saint-level card are actually very good. A quasi-holy level Divine General Summoning card is equivalent to an extra quasi-holy level combat power. You must know that Fang Fan's current strongest combat power is the 3-headed dog of hell, Roaring Heaven. Today's Roaring Heaven is a low-level quasi-sacred realm, and it is still 108,000 miles away from the absolute quasi-sacred realm. If the 10-star Sovereign Lord Realm Blood Shura Legion uses the Legion's exclusive skill Shura Unity, it can increase the combat power of 2 levels in a short period of time, making it possible to have the power of a mid-level quasi-sage in a short period of time. But these are far from enough. It can even be said that it is too bad. In the Chentian secret realm, the ones he offended are at least some 4th rank forces, and even some 3rd rank forces. The master of the 4th grade power, that is at least the beginning of the middle level quasi-sage, and even the stronger top 4th grade forces, who have some high level quasi-sages and the top quasi-sages are no problem. As for the 3rd grade forces, let alone, it is said that there are strong people in the sanctuary. In this case, it is very likely to be a massacre. In the Chentian secret realm, Fang Fan can still be like a fish in water, but what about out of the Chentian secret realm? If he continued to stay in Chentian City, he would still be blessed by the Chentian clan. But can he stay in the Chentian clan all the time? This is of course impossible. Besides, Fang Fan still has the palace of the emperor and the plane of the human race that need to be guarded. Fang Fan squinted his eyes, and the light in his eyes flickered. When I was on the human plane before, I felt that there were a few Imperial Legion guards who were very excited. It now seems that we need to go further, at least towards the Quasi-Sanctuary Legion. Fang Fan pondered to himself, a resolute look on his face. If conditions permit, it is natural to be promoted in an all-round way. I want to make myself stronger. In addition to various rare cards, those two tasks need to be completed first. Conquering divine power, that is, to subdue Sikong Yuxin of the Tianyu Chamber of Commerce. I haven't found an entry point for this yet. The second task is the second stage task of 9 armored unity to find the Pixio armor. Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 1208. Fang Fan thought in his heart, and couldn't help but look at Sikong Yuxin of the Tianyu Chamber of Commerce in the distance. What Fang Fan saw was a cold face and cold eyes. How does it feel like a different person before? If it wasn't for the same face, I would even think it was a different person. The previous Sikong Yuxin still smiled from time to time, but this one in front of me, is a face as cold as ice. It's like someone owes her a million star cores. Fang Fan narrowed his eyes, pondering inwardly, a surprised expression appeared on his face. This is far from what he expected. In other words, it looks a little weird. When Fang Fan looked at Sikong Yuxin just happened to look at Fang Fan. 4 eyes looked at each other in the air. Fang Fan always felt a little dazzling. In Sikong Yuxin's eyes, he saw extreme greed, extreme desire, and even the urge to kill him. This feeling, very real, definitely not Fang Fan's personal thinking pattern, but a real feeling. Although he doesn't know what's going on here, Fang Fan also knows that Sikong Yuxin may have evolved from a docile little sheep to a man-eating cannibal. Fang Fan was still in disbelief after the crazy transformation in a period of time. But the facts are in front of you, so what if you don't believe it? Fang Fan narrowed his eyes, and his heart sank. Secret Realm announcement. The 4th round of winning treasures at Wanbao Lake, open. Chentian Sword Tomb is open. This round of treasure hunting, everyone can participate. There is more than one treasure. Whoever has the highest chance can get a high-level sword in the sword mound. The ethereal sound came leisurely, and immediately above Wanbao Lake, a sword mound with silver light all over it suddenly appeared. The body is so huge that it completely covers the entire Wanbao Lake. Chentian Sword Tomb. Swordsman, help the danger and save the poor, and destroy the world. I don't know how many sharp swords are in the Chentian Sword Tomb. At first glance, there are not 10,000, but there are several thousand. And none of them are at least king-level swords. Chentian Sword Tomb belongs to the 9th floor. On the 1st floor, there are some divine swords of 1 to 3 star emperor level, which can only be said to be ordinary. As for the 2nd floor, it's almost all, 4 to 6 star emperor level divine swords. The 3rd floor, 7 to 9 star emperor level swords. 4th floor, low level quasi-holy divine sword. The 5th floor, the middle level quasi-holy sword. The 6th floor, the high level quasi-holy divine sword. The 7th floor, the quasi-holy divine sword. The 8th floor is actually a quasi-sacred sword, but it is also mixed with some holy swords. The 9th floor, all of them are peerless swords. Start at the holy level. Wow, so exciting. Such a great opportunity, who wants to miss? Tisk tisk tisk, if I can get a low-level quasi-holy sword, I'll be satisfied. As for the rest, I really won't ask for it. Excessive demands? What extravagances do you want? There is no such thing as a good deal, but this time it is not a personal show for the big boss Fang Fan. We can also have a sense of existence. Damn, how do you say it's so pitiful? I'll rub it. It's not that we are too spicy, it's that Fang Fan is too awesome. I don't know what the test of climbing the sword tomb is. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 1209. What exactly is the test? You won't know if you fight for a while. Strike with me. Don't fall behind. Crash. Fight to the end. The momentum must be taken out. If you can get a quasi-sacred sword, it is a worthwhile trip. A group of cultivators rushed towards the sword mound on Wanbao Lake with flushed faces, majestic and high-spirited. In terms of temperament, they have always been very precise. Ha ha ha. If it comes to swords, who among the forces in the world can be compared with our heavenly sword palace? Interesting, really interesting. My heavenly sword palace will be able to completely bloodbath the sword grave this time. All the swords will be ours. Who dares to stop? Jianming, the master of Tianjian Palace's young palace, spoke with a proud voice. Indeed, from his point of view, he is proud enough. Tianjian Palace, it started out by practicing swords. Jianming let out a long sigh of relief, feeling that this time he was finally able to raise his eyebrows. After coming to the secret realm of Chentian, he was stubbornly beaten for so long. Is it easy for him? He is so hard. The grief and indignation in his heart is beyond words. At this moment, he doesn't want to express anything. He only needs to show his willpower with a thorough bloodbath. He just wants everyone to see how powerful he is. Jianming's gaze swept around the surroundings, first glanced at the 10,000 Demon Alliance Heavenly Fox Saintess, and there was a hint of greed in his eyes. This is a stunner. If such a stunner can be played by him in the palm of his hand, tisk, how wonderful and pleasant that feeling will be. The corners of Jianming's mouth rose wildly, the excitement in his heart was beyond words. Some words didn't need to be spoken, just a little touch, the excitement was infinite. Jianming's gaze continued to shift, he saw Fang Fan, and his eyes suddenly became sharp, crazy killing intent was revealed in his eyes. At this moment, the rage in his heart was interpreted to the extreme. He is angry. More jealous. Why are all the halos Fang Fan? He is not reconciled. He should be the protagonist of fate. He is the young master of the third-rank power Tianjian Palace. These treatments should be endured by him. Fang Fan. I advise you not to delusionally go to the sword tomb. This is not an existence that you can roam about. If I were you, I'd get out of here early to save myself from being embarrassed. This is the home of my Tianjian Palace, you are trash. Ha 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 ha. Trash. It's really trash. Jianming laughed frantically, and there seemed to be some inexplicable purpose in the laughter. Sad guy, being stimulated a lot, wants to find some sense of existence in this way, but Fang Fan didn't pay any attention to him at all. To be precise, he chose to ignore it. Fang Fan's attention at the moment is all on the sword mound in front of him. For him, winning the sword mound is the first purpose. As for the other, is it important? Jianming howled a few times, and found that Fang Fan directly chose to ignore him, and the anger on his face suddenly condensed to the peak. Shame. What a shame. This has never put him in his eyes. Bastard. Bastards. Jianming's body trembled slightly, and the blue veins on his forehead burst out. He clenched his hands into fists and wanted to attack Fang Fan directly, but he didn't have the courage. After all, Wanbao Lakespan is strictly forbidden to kill. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 1210. Fang Fan. You're scared. You must be scared, right? I knew, I should have known, the gap between us is too big. If you're scared, say it out loud. I won't despise you, really. After all, compared with the real sword cultivator, you have no advantage over the sword mound. So you want to keep your composure with silence. It's useless, really, meaningless at all. Because of you, you are destined to be the one to be arbitrated. Sad. How sad. I understand how you feel, I can understand. It's trash, you have to be a little bit conscious of it. Tianjian Palace's young palace master Jianming really became arrogant. Fang Fan ignored him, but he was quite happy. Fang Fan pouted, that's all? That's it? Brain Watts, right? Fang Fan was really too lazy to take care of this fool at first, but this fool is too talkative. Oh, Fang Fan really doesn't get tired of it. Since you are so powerful, why not gamble your life? We each enter the sword grave, and the higher the level of the divine sword we get, the one who wins. Losers, how about kneeling and committing suicide in public? Fang Fan smiled slightly, and his eyes showed calmness. As he spoke, the indifference on his face became stronger. The arrogance on the face of Jianming, the young palace master of Tianjian Palace, gradually disappeared, and a strange light flashed in his eyes. This seems to be a little different from what he has always expected. He originally wanted to humiliate Fang Fan, but he didn't expect that this would be a gamble. Failed, the kind that really wants to die. This is too scary. But it is impossible for this young palace master to fail. I am the peerless genius of the Tianjian Palace. Those swords will definitely be taken into my hands by then. With my ability, there is absolutely no problem in finding a quasi-holy sword. If it's a coincidence, it may not be impossible to obtain a quasi-sacred sword. As for the holy sword, it's really difficult. But what is Fang Fan? Can he compete with me? No. He can't. Then can I take advantage of this opportunity to kill him in one go? In this case, this nasty guy is really dead. The opportunity is in front of me. I must seize it, and I must, don't miss it. This time I will definitely be able to hit the sky in one go. I will definitely be able to. I want to defeat Fang Fan in front of everyone. I want everyone to see how strong I am. Then everything will be mine. Jianming thought to himself, as if he had already seen that exciting situation. Above the sword mound, Fang Fan was pressed against the ground by him and rubbed. That feeling is really graceful. Thinking of this, Jianming felt shivering all over his body. Okay. Just bet. Whoever gets the high-quality divine sword wins. The loser kneels and commits suicide in public. But you must sign the contract of God in public. Jianming swallowed a mouthful of saliva, and as he spoke, his body trembled unnaturally, and there was a flash of light in his eyes, and his body could not help but tremble slightly. Sign the contract of God. You sure? Fang Fan couldn't help showing a strange look on his face. If he remembers correctly, the so-called God's contract means nothing to him. Because when the contract is established, it is always a unilateral agreement, and he is the big guy behind the scenes.